Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Adam's Garage 88. Today we're going to be working on the lower base plate for the air ride suspension. Continuing on working on that. I've got some stuff done already behind the scenes. Here I've already got the board radius notched out, cut to fit for the battery compartment. I've got to do a little extra work to that and get that taken care of. I also have it notched out right here, as you can see. I've got it radiused and inset so that this will fit down in there, pretty much like that. Everything sits nice. I do need to inset this a little bit more so that it'll sit properly and sit nice and flush across there, because I don't want it sitting raised above it like it is. I don't like that. But I've got my chop saw here, got my table saw right here. We're going to have everything all ready to go, taken care of. I did a little cleaning up, getting things ready to go, because, you know, it's hard to work in clutter. And it gets really messy in here when you start to cut up things. So we got everything ready to go. We're going to get back on it, get going. I even have the backboard already made up with a 40-degree set on it, so it'll have a kickback a little bit. I got to get that taken care of. We're going to get everything sanded down, ready to go. I'm even going to get the tank set up to where I can have it sitting in there properly, so that it is sitting in there with the lid cover sitting on top of it with no interference or nothing. So let's get to it. I like that. Nice and smooth. Just got to flatten out the deck here because it's got a little bit of a bow to it. But other than that, it sits nice and flush, just like I wanted. I'm going to put a little bit of a bevel around this, because I have one around this edge too. It's a slight bevel, just very little. I'm going to put one around here as well, so that it has a little bit of a defined edge. Give it a little bit more crisp, clean feel instead of that razor edge type, you know, feel like it's going to give you a paper cut. Kind of just smooth it out a little bit. But other than that, I'm really happy with the way it fits, so we're going to keep it like that. All right, the air tank. Now, as I said in the previous video, I had an issue with clearance. It was about 3/4 to an inch too tall. So what I'm going to do, I like the way this thing is. I like the tank. I like the brackets. And there's really not much room for margins here as far as making the bracket smaller. So I'm going to have to just drop the brackets down inside the block. Just cut it out from underneath, just like I did this, except without the beveled edge, and just mount a block underneath it. I have plenty of wood left over from this project, so I should be able to have enough to do that across here. That way it has something to sit on and mount to. Alright, so I got everything ready to go. Hey, let me turn that heat off. That's better. I can talk now. Alright, so I got everything ready to go. I built the block, sit in there. I've already cut the hole out, got it beveled, everything. It's ready to go. Glued together, holes drilled and beveled so that I can countersink these screws into them. So let's put this thing on here and see if the tank will fit. Fingers crossed. Yep, just barely, but we are clearanced. Now, I probably could recess this a little more. More than likely. I definitely probably could go down a lot more. But yeah, it's needs to be right underneath the deck lid, so looks like we're good to go. Finally. So just gotta do a little more dressing up, make sure everything fits good. So yeah, let's see. This is supposed to go up. Oh yeah. Looks like I got about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch gap right there in between that and the tank. So it's gonna be right there at the top, but it'll pass. It won't interfere or bounce around or anything. So it's actually a lot stronger now right here since I put that block in. Just need to put a little bit back here, but I have a feeling when I put that board back here, which is this here, I got this block off plate right here. We're gonna put that about so. It's gonna look really nice. So I'll have that there. Got the battery block off plate. So. All right, I'm using gold hardware, or at least gold looking hardware. I've got these right here, so I don't have to worry about it in the event that I need to take the tank off or something. I don't have to hold a nut underneath. What they do is they pretty much, when you screw them into the wood, it sinks up into it and it stays there and keeps it from twisting. So that's why I'm using these right here. It just helps for, trying to do it yourself without having an extra set of hands or having to take the whole thing out all on one shot. So. Make sure everything's lined up. You don't want it cockeyed or twisted or anything. Line everything up good. The more time you take doing this, the better off it will be in the end. All right, like I said, I was going to put the air compressor right here, about there. So. So that's mounted. Tank brackets are mounted. So next step is the valve module. All right, guys, that is what it looks like. A little bit of adjustments here and there. And essentially, that's the way it's going to sit in here on the block. We've got this board again. We'll put that on the back. Like so. So all I have to do now is get my lines plumbed out when that comes in. Then get this sanded down, prepped and ready. I do have some trim that I'm going to put right here on the sides. I definitely need to sand this down, smooth it up. I may wind up just putting some adhesive fabric over it just to give it some dress up, make it look good. So I have clearance right here on both sides. I can do that and just do it underneath all the way so it looks seamless. So I got a few other things I have to do, but so far it's looking pretty good. So until next time.